Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is December 6th, 2025, and this is my weekly market review. We're reviewing the Nasdaq 100, that's QQQ, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over to these charts and see what we see. Let's try to do this right quick. Try to get this in before I go out and do my bike ride. Boom. On the quarterly chart, we see green. We up at a R2. We've got above that R2 and pull back a little bit on these yearly pivots. So the market is still looking very bullish. Let's go ahead and go down to this monthly chart. Zoom, 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 zoom in here a little bit more. We're still above the 9-10 moving average on this monthly chart. We're green for the month of December, but we're still not nowhere near that high of that red net yet. But we probably have made our, like I said last time, I think we made our bottom last month when we came down the pivot, and now we're back, we're way up here, and we're going to be going for all-time highs this month. But let's go ahead and go down to this weekly chart and see what we see there. On this weekly chart, zoom, 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 zoom in here. On this weekly chart, we see green, two green candles in a row. Like I had said a couple of weeks ago, I thought we had made our bottom. We shouldn't go below this point back over here of this previous week back here. This was kind of like a piercing pattern. I think we are at Right Side Trading. They call this a right side candle and all. And usually when we see that, I don't know if they call it a right side candle, bottoms up. They have a lot of different names and stuff that we call things a little bit different than everybody else, so we can talk about them. But it means something to us, and we know to expect when we see that. We expect what we're seeing right now on the chart. We expect this thing to break all-time highs by the end of the year. Like I've been saying, maybe by the end of the year, we should be at all-time highs. But let's go ahead and go down to this daily chart and see what we see here. On this daily chart, it was a nice week last week. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. For the last 2 weeks that we had, let me just back up just a little bit, because I give you guys a little, hint. We had the bullish patterns. We had a big bullish pattern here for, we had bullish Arami, still bullish Arami, not confirmation, looking at this big candle that we had back here, and then we finally broke out here, 1, 2, 3 days on Wednesday, and it slowed down a little bit. It came back down and tested that. This was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. On Monday of this week and all. And once we saw that above pivot, stay above pivot, it was a great week. Again, we're coming up here, beginning to fill this gap back over here and getting above this area where it consolidated a little bit and dropped and all. But I expect us to fill this gap, and then we're going to be attacking all-time highs. Next week is going to be a pretty rough week. We'll be back at the top. So again, trading at the top, I'm kind of done and all. And I got some people in town, so again, I just kind of relax a little bit and ride my bike and all, and get in this last week of work for the year. Well, I hope that's pretty much it. That's all I really want to share. I kind of see us opening above pivot and going higher and all, but it's going to be a rough week come next week because we're at the top, and we got to see if we can break that top. Is it going to be next week, or will it be Christmas week? We just got to kind of wait and see. And that's all I got to share. This is Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.